reducing rights under the RTI, where he says that you should not destroy the institutions. PMO should not become the focal point, now worse than other institutions. Do you think all of this criticism must be taken very, very seriously?
And in your earlier program also I said, I come from Mumbai. And let me repeat you the saying which has been told in Mumbai. Nindakache ghar hasave sezari. You should always have your neighbor who criticizes you. That keeps you in good humor, also keeps you in check. So any criticism which comes from anybody, be it be a anchor like yours, or from an economist, or my friends who are this in panel, it has been taken seriously. Whether we take it as a part of policy making or not, that is the prerogative of the elected government and the people of this country. But yes, listening is done, hearing is done. If they are rational criticism, they have been implemented. If they are criticism for the sake of criticism, then we have a big stomach to digest it. Now, I have read about few books economics. I have not read much books in economics, but I have never seen in economics any formula or theorem which talks about PMO's functioning or which talks about RTI this thing. What does an economist have to do this with this? He should tell us about the theorems. He should tell us about the decisions to be taken, policies to be taken about economics. When he speaks about the functioning of a particular government, then he is colored probably. So there,
No, one moment. You're saying his comments.
Mr. Abhijit,
Mr. Goenka, one moment. Let me stop you here. You're saying his comments about.
Probably the anger that.
No. You're saying his comments about the PMO make his opinion colored.
We have to take it very seriously. No. His opinion can be. You can also criticize, but these visiting well-wishers, who are not Indians, they may not know the functions and realities of this country. If the criticism comes from Mr. Guru Swami or from Javed Bhai, I would take it very seriously because they are my fellow Indians. They stay with me here. They suffer like me. They are happy like me. When there is something which achievement,
no, that
they
means,
clap, I clap.
I mean, I have a feeling that you seem to be undermining the achievements of.
I don't take them very seriously.
One moment, Mr. Goenka, I feel that you seem to be undermining the achievements on a day which is all about celebration of Mr. Abhijit Banerjee's work when he has got the Nobel Prize. You're saying that he's
you will have to broaden your thinking. Sanket,
he's a visiting Indian.
It's so narrow. I said, no. Probably I would request you to broaden your thinking, Sanket. I have never seen you like this. Who is undermining his achievement? He's a great economist. But a great economist, how does he comment on a functioning on PMO? How would he know about Indian PMO? He's not a part of
India.
Okay,
one moment. I'll take this discussion forward. Let me. Two of my panelists have not spoken.
You criticize it. I would have taken it to my head.
Yes, Mr. Goenka, one moment. Two of my panelists have not spoken. Akash, I'm going to come to you.
I take it very seriously.
Akash, one moment. I'll come to you. Javed Ansari. Javed Ansari is also here. Javed, see, a political comment has been made by Vinit Goenka. I'm not going to get into the economics in my question to you. My point is, when he says that why should an economist comment on the PMO? Well, he goes on to justify in his speech at the Brown University where he says, part of the reason why investment is plunged because zombies are the worst, because everything is completely frozen. He says, I talk to my business friends and they say that it is impossible to invest. You don't know who's going to call you up and say that's not the right thing to do.
Look, and apart from that, my good friend Mr. Vinit Goenka said, these are not, these people live in America, they are visiting Indians, so they don't have a exact knowledge of the ground reality. So I'm assuming that what he says also applies. Is he also implying that those 50,000 Indians who were on their feet clapping and applauding Mr. Narendra Modi were unaware of the ground reality? They were doing it out of ignorance? I hope is he applying the same yardsticks to them?
No, are you referring to Houston?
Yes, I am referring to Texas.
Okay.
Howdy.
Okay, howdy. So, howdy Indians did not know anything. They were also visiting Indians. They were not even visiting Indians.
You know what surprising
not even
is?
visiting
In your show only, Javed Bhai criticized all that 50,000 people that time. What a double standard. You criticize, when Modi ji gets award in Saudi Arabia. You criticize him when he goes to Howdy, but at the same time, one individual who does not understand India, who ran away from India, did not contribute like Gandhi ji. Nobel Prize, I have a lot of respect for it. And God
who ran away?
I'll tell you, never I will speak a
single
word against Nobel.
Let me tell you one thing, Sanket.
Ran
away from India?
Complete my sentence, Sanket ji. You should have patience, Sanket. You are such a senior anchor.
No, you don't have to be here.
10 seconds. I'm explaining to you. I understand your 10 seconds, sir. I have lot of respect for Nobel Prize, and people who get Nobel Prize. But one question I have been finding, searching, and maybe Javed bhai, you can help me out. Gandhiji never got Nobel Prize. His neighbors referred how many times? You please educate the people.
No, one moment,
Yogi
Mr. Goenka, we are
Arvindo,
discussing the economy.
So
We are discussing the criticism of Nobel Prize
not
winner
go too
on
gaga about
economy.
a prize and award just because
these are two
somebody
different
whom you are
things.
sympathetic.
We can talk about the merits of
You
who,
know, I-
who
I'm
or
bringing
who
out a
does not
point,
get
sir.
the Nobel Prize on a different platform.
So I said,
Over here, the discussion
sir,
is
I
on
get lot of
economy.
respect. I am saying I have a lot of respect. Right, sir. You asked me about the 50,000 people, so I said I have a lot of respect for people who get it.
Okay,
But at the same time, these are
one
questions
more.
which are
Akash Banerjee now.
unanswered in my mind.
Akash
Javed bhai
Banerjee
can
now.
answer that, or any
Very
other panelist
quickly,
can answer
Geeta
it.
Bhatt is
Number
also with us
two,
now. Yes,
like
Akash.
Mahatma
May
Gandhi
I?
came back
Akash's
and
opening
helped
comments,
India
please.
grow and become
May I?
better.
Do you think this
I don't
offer
know.
must be made? I mean, the Prime Minister has invited Donald Trump, he's invited everyone, he invites everyone, and he's a very gracious host. Should he also invite Mr. Abhijit Banerjee?
But Sanket bhai, I fail to understand on your show one thing. All those who preach free speech start muling the free speech of somebody who speaks the right thing from the right side. So whenever I speak, it is something which is not right. And then the hearing is shouting, is
The problem
beating. I
is
don't
even a
understand.
Nobel
Who is
Prize
this
winner is
Abhijit
a
Banerjee?
preacher,
Who suggests-
while Mr. Goenka
Sir, I
knows
never,
everything.
Sir, I have never spoken in between, sir. Sanket bhai, I will not like to get into this stupid interjections, please. If you want me to answer, I'll answer it. You'll have to ask the other gentleman to keep his mouth shut when we speak. So one, who is this Abhijit ji? He has a political connection. He suggests Rahul Gandhi ji to give 2,500 rupees per month as a Nyaya scheme, which will impact 1.5 lakh crore rupees on the exchequer. Rahul Gandhi ji listens to him, multiplies his advice and says 6,000 per month. But a humble, simple, honest, hard-working Indian says, reject. And the rejection is 303 in the Lok Sabha. So
No. So I think very quickly, Javed, 10 seconds.
Let me complete,
Javed,
sir.
10
Let
seconds.
me complete, sir.
You know, the
Let me complete,
reply
sir.
to
Let me
an
complete,
economic
sir.
problem
Your injection
is
is incorrect.
an election
Sanket
result.
bhai, your interjection is incorrect when I'm making a point.
No.
At
No,
least
one
for the
moment.
sake of free
Very
speech, you have to
quickly,
give me some 10 seconds.
Mr. Goenka, I
You
don't
can't
have
use
so
the
much
voice
time.
like this.
It's only very limited time I have.
Sir,
Can I come in for 10 seconds?
Very
You
very
allowed
quickly,
Akash
Mr.
ji all
Javed
his
Ansari
stupid
first
comments.
and then Mr. Guruswami.